What are some unique challenges that you faced? I know you had some when you got here to Toronto.
Actually, when I arrived here, my first challenge was to face the different language. You
The
know?
language
Yes,
barrier, yeah.
the language, because I didn't plan to came to Toronto for study or for something specific. It was like I was leaving my country because I was passing some situation, some depressing situations in my life. My partner died.
Your partner
Yeah,
from back home?
from Mexico. Yeah,
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
that's okay. Just
Is there places like this in Mexico?
is my sorry.
Like a prep clinic? Is it places like that in Mexico? Where you
there,
can get medicines and stuff like that?
there are clinics for prep. The problem is the stigma. You know, there are information, but in Mexico is a little bit difficult to go for any test and check that and feel discriminated for that.
So like the stigma, it's crazy.
Yeah, this is difficult. Yeah.
For me, I'm like, I knew I was in like a safe country to be myself. I just found it hard to let go of all my like, you know, the things that you grew up with and learned. I always had to like be with myself, you know, protect me from other people. So here, even though I knew it was a safe country to be gay in, I still have like fear to be seen in public, like, I don't know, holding hands or kissing. I'm like, oh, I don't know, you know. These feelings were like, you know, that you're doing something wrong. It's like what I grew up with is what they imprinted on me basically all my life. So it took me a lot of time to overcome this and, you know, just be happy with myself and be happy with my body. Like everybody had body issues as well.
What was the question?
I only looked at
again?
you because we kind of had a conversation before.
Yes.
Challenges in Toronto.
Oh, challenges. Well, you don't have the Stampede. So,
Go back to where it came from.
I know, right?
Unique challenges in Toronto. Well, I mean, I don't have the experience of growing up like being like an immigrant or anything. But like coming here, it was. I mean, it was very like freeing coming here for me. So like, I mean, I guess I think one of the things I think I related with you was the fact that like when I did come here, I built like I made space for myself, and creating chosen family, right? And part of that, what that means is like I started to become distant with, you know, my family back home. So there was a little bit more like distance between them for like a while. But then I realized that like coming here, it was about finding people who could see you and finding that sense of like, oh, this is what it feels like to be loved like unconditionally, or this is what it feels like to have somebody fully see who I am. So then you have that reference in your body that like when you go back, you can recognize that back home and you're able to like connect like more uniquely with the people back home. So I would say like just for the first little while, it was more like I was fully here, but I was going back maybe like once a year at that point in time. So like there was a little bit more of like a disconnect for like some time, but then, but it was required. So it was more just like coming here and I guess just finding how I move uniquely in this world, just on my, just being myself.
And it's scary to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know?
Yeah.
Like, you look at the past and you're like, did I do this?
Yeah.
And then you look at the future and you have a vision of where you want to go. And it's hard to navigate because life throws so many curveballs at you. And similar to you, like coming here, just understanding the different friend groups that you go through.
Yep.
Like when I first came here, it was like different people from where I'm now. And I think if it, like, trying to find a balance between people that you could trust versus who you need to like be aware of as well. That's hard to do because when I grew up back home, I didn't have many friends. So coming here, trusting was another big issue. And then finding people, like you said, that you can relate to as well. And then when I found out about Rangila, I mentioned this to you earlier.
Yes.
Like, I found out about Rangila and I was like, wow, you could have your culture but also be gay.
Even for me, like what I was touching base on, where I do drag and someone be like so rude to me about my career, or what I've chosen, or they called it hobby, and it's just like, but it's like not even from straight people. It's like within my community. Yeah, no, but like everyone used to do it, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?